Okay, so I was off over to go get all the quests or whatever I needed to do over here, where it's telling me to go. But you know what? I came in this tunnel and I realized I gotta go down here for the striking the Eshka quest. So that's, I guess that's what we'll do. It shouldn't take very long, now that I think about it. There's not a whole lot to, other than the guy skiing across the... Did you guys see that? I really hope that that wasn't just me freaking out, but I'm pretty sure he was skiing across the ground. I have no idea what I was in the middle of saying because it caught me off guard. He's like tile surfing. It's like what you do. I don't know if any of you live in like cold climates, but in the winter here, it snows pretty heavily. And when I was a kid, I remember specifically, how was I not in line of sight? I remember specifically once it would snow and there would be some ice, like what we would do is we'd run and like slide on it, you know? Like skateboard style, where, you know, one foot's in front of the other. Yeah, you kind of like what he was doing, and that's what it's exactly what it looked like he was doing. Looked like he was like, ooh, it's slippery. No, I don't want to talk to you, Gus. Shut up, fool. So I guess while I'm... Oh my gosh, you just want to talk. It's not Gus time. It's not Gus time. Sorry, you'll get your time later this weekend, because I'm sure I have to talk to you on my ship. Anyways, while we're headed down here to do... There's a bonus for this too? Nice. There's tons of experience, is what I was trying to say. And do I have an extra point? No. Someone said that I had an extra point, but I knew that I didn't. They were lying to me. Anyways, while we're on our way down here, finally for me to get to my point, I think what I could talk about is something I've been meaning to, because I do it like once a month-ish on, you know, a particular video. It's just to remind you guys that we do have a Twitter account that is linked to our YouTube. So there's a couple things what that means. One, it's my Twitter, so it's, you know, you get to hear my random ramblings, which is, some would call it nuggets of knowledge, others not so much. But basically what I post are consumer tips. I'm always looking for deals to buy for games, like 50% off, 75% off. Sometimes I find games for like $2 that are normally $60. I'm like, yes. And every time I find like a really good deal like that, or a really good game, like a couple times Bastion's been on sale, and I'm like, you gotta get this game because it's amazing. If you haven't played it, you're really missing out. So I post things like that. I also post any status updates on the channel. If there's something that's gone wrong with encoding and I have to re-encode before I upload again, so the upload is going to, you know, be delayed. Or on Sundays, sometimes I'll upload really early and I let everybody know, like, hey, guess what? You get an early upload, you know, that kind of thing. So there's status updates on the channel. So you get your random ramblings from me, which sometimes are quite funny, other times are good useful knowledge to have on Steam sales and GOG sales and stuff like that. Other ones could be news as far as channel stuff goes, so whether it's things like videos are going up early or going up late, or things are not working, or maybe I'm asking feedback on whether I should do a certain game or not for like GLHF, so those kind of things. And the very last thing, which I think is the most important, is YouTube automatically status updates, or updates it tweets when a new video has been released by us. So if you're ever like in a position where you're noticing that you never saw a video go up, but you know that we release a daily video, it was probably there somewhere, it just got lost for whatever reason. Sometimes YouTube has an issue. So you could easily just check the Twitter and you'll know, like, oh, they, you know, it automatically posts a status update saying, hey, this video has been uploaded, go check it out, you know, that kind of thing. So I would say our Twitter is probably the easiest way to get information. And you can find us, and I'll type it in here, at OSWguild, just like that. That's our Twitter. Pretty easy to remember. And the reason it's that is because our guild name, if you don't know what OSW stands for Old Spice for Wookies. And our Republic name, if you never knew this, our Republic Alt Guild, Old Spice for Ewoks, the baby Wookiees. Oh, it's so cute. Old Spice for Ewoks obviously does not burn your eyes if it gets into it. Come on, I know some of you remember those commercials.
Tasted the dark side, have they? How enlightening. Killing me will bring them further down the path.
He doesn't look restrained at all. He looks like he's just laying there.
The only thing you'll be feasting on is the business end of my blaster.
Don't waste words on these vermin. Kill them and be done with it.
He may be a Sith, but I won't just sit by and let you butcher him.
Mostly because I probably know who he is, since I played the Empire. Drink my insides. That's really kind of gross, guy. But before I forget, another way to find us on Twitter, if you're like, Twitter's not really my thing, I don't understand how to navigate it. Right on our channel page in the right-hand side is a little Twitter icon. You click on that, it'll take you directly to our account. You can follow us, get all useful information, nuggets of knowledge, and random funny things from me. So there you go. You're welcome, world. I highly suggest it, because we've been updating a lot recently. There we go. How did I get over here? I was talking to him over there.
Very eloquent, very scary. Now die.
Hey.
You've considerable skill, but Eshka are hardly the deadliest things in these catacombs. You should run along before you hurt yourself.
I came here for the Eshka, but if you're looking for a fight...
Much as I would enjoy the release, I have bigger concerns. The galaxy is cluttered enough without another faction vying for power. I suppose I'll have to purge these Eshka myself. Otherwise, they might very well destroy your republic. And then what would I have to look forward to?
Okay, Creeper. He really needs an attitude check, I feel. It's not quite there, attitude-wise. A ricotta hollow terminal. How much you want to bet I'm going to talk to a ricotta? I lied.
The general is dead.
It's not a ricotta.
But he mentioned something about awakening a world razor that would destroy us all.
Wait, the world razor? He said that? So maybe it is true. This is bad.
The Eshka seemed to think this world razor was going to destroy the planet.
Yeah, sounds like what you'd expect from a world razor. A few deep cell inmates were babbling about it. Could barely understand a word they said, much less put any stock in it. Went on about this thing in the planet's core. Claimed it was massive, as old as the galaxy. I thought it was just superstitious nonsense.
It's a big galaxy. Anything's possible.
Certainly seen my share of crazy stuff down here. If this world razor actually exists, waking it up is probably the worst thing the Eshka could do. You've got to stop them. Best place to start is the deep prison. All kinds of ancient monstrosities sealed away down there. You'll be on your own, though. Watch yourself.
Ooh. Wow, lots of stuff here. Let's see. Is there anything for Gus? There's gotta be. Oh, of course it's not better because I got better gear for him. But we will get that for Risha. Make her look a little bit more boss. Since her and I are... I can't come up with anything good. Her and I are... Give me a second. Let me kill these guys. I might come up with something. What would be a good pun? I don't really have anything. Got nothing. Totally have no idea what kind of pun I could use there. Let's just say that we are smuggling each other's goods. That's the best I got. You're not going to get any better. I apologize. It's late. Deal with it. It's actually been super hot here, so I've been forced to record at night. So that may answer a few questions of why I record so late at the moment. It kind of sucks, but you know, it happens. It gets like 95 degrees outside, and then my room is like 80, and it's like I can't be recording like this. My computer's boss too. It's water cooled, so you would expect it to be able to handle that, but I don't even want to take the chance. There we go. Oh, that was weird. Oh, and if all the things I said about Twitter weren't impetus enough to go and follow us, it's also worth noting that we're probably going to do beta key giveaways there coming very soon, including Firefall, maybe some other stuff. We got things planned. There's reasons why I'm promoting it outside of the obvious. Okay, do that. Where the heck do I have to go to now? Wow, there's just a lot of quests out there. Just on a scale of 1 to a lot, there's a lot. How about that? I'm just wasting energy. I don't even care at this point. I'm like, just die. You're not doing any damage to me anyways. It's okay. I'll get to Voss and Corellia and totally get owned in the face, and then I won't be complaining. It's so easy anymore. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. Looks like I'll be pretty close to 44, if not 44, when I get off this planet. I may do that this weekend, actually. Well, it'll be really close if I do. We'll see. I'm not in a hurry to get off Belsavis because I love this planet so much. I think I've said it once, I'll say it again. Favorite planet. This is the best designed planet. Just graphically or aesthetically, that's a better word for it. In general, it's a really cool looking planet, and the quests are pretty fun.
Can you breathe?
No, I can't breathe, Gus. Just whatever you do, don't give me CPR. It's the last thing I want from your frowny, sad panda face. Could you imagine that? I mean, just look at that. Hold on, let me zoom in. He would, like, consume your face. He's just got such a huge mouth. It's like, womb, like, all right up in here. His mouth is ginormous, which is probably why he talks so much. Although I can't necessarily comment on that because I talk a lot too. Just, you know, it's what I do most of the time. But he would totally consume somebody's face if you try to give him CPR. That person would just suffocate even more. And it looks like I just got to turn the corner here, so we'll mount up. I thought I could mount in there. I probably could have. I don't know why I didn't. See if we can think skinny. Oh yeah, that was awesome. There is a quick travel point. There was a quick, there it is. They changed the icon. Hold on, I guess I should show you guys that. Because I've never actually shown that.
With Jedi power.
It's now got a lock on it. If you don't have it, and then if you come up and get it, I'll back up again so you can see. No longer a lock, but like a little power symbol. Like an old school power on computer symbol. So there you go. Zoom that all the way out. It's good to know if you're ever going to get into the game. Now you know what to expect if you have one or not. They didn't used to have that, so it's good information to know. Ooh. Well, Gus could use a pair. And I'm not talking about boots. Heyo. How about that one? Let's go with that one. And give him the boots. There we go. And I noticed my boots aren't matching anymore. What the heck? What did that? Did I put on new boots? I probably did. I probably did, let's be honest.
You made it. Good. Now listen up. Got a possible lead on that World Razor. Recon droids picked up a large contingent of Eshka, headed for the prison bowels. Elite soldiery. Very dangerous. Led by none other than the Eshka's patriarch, Gore Claw. If that maniac's involved, it's a sure bet they're up to something.
You think this has something to do with the World Razor?
Can't think of anything else that would rally the Eshka like this. The Eshka are gonna need one heck of a trump card if they run off this rock. My money's on the World Razor. Dug up some records on the thing. Very apocalyptic. Saw phrases like destroyer of planets and eater of stars.
I'll need a
more
bigger
often
gun.
than I'd like.
I gotta mention, that has to be the only response I can ever go with here. Why? Because I think it's a reference to Jaws. Because I'm gonna need a bigger boat. Well, in this case, I'm gonna need a bigger gun.
You want me to stop it with my blaster?
The entire Republic fleet may not have the firepower to take that thing down. That's why we keep it here, imprisoned. Overheard some Eshka comm chatter. Something about disabling a fail-safe. Could be our ticket to stopping all this nonsense. The transmission came from a nearby cave. Lots of Eshka assembling there. Gonna need you down there to see what this fail-safe is all about.
Whatever the Eshka are up to, I'll put a stop to it.
This mission will take you deeper into Belsavis than anyone's gone. It's a dangerous world down there, but the Republic, heck, maybe the galaxy, is counting on you. Good luck.
That was good line delivery. Remember that voice actor is pretty good. I've heard him before in the game as well. He was just quick on that, saying that heck. That was perfect.
Something important.
Really? There's another one here?
To me, anyway.
Shut up, Gus.
Patukce jedni big shuran. Ne atena titemat. Tas men jetske fulpa, ge galjestenti.
Did nobody in this base find it weird that I was talking to a Ricotta? You know, you would think, like, hey, that guy's talking to an ancient race. Maybe we should, I don't know, ask him how he's doing that? Because I don't think it's, you know, a common thing.
Pretty sure you won't die.
I bet you this is going to be a group.
Warning. Threats or violence will result in immediate suppression.
Just because I haven't had one in a while.
Subject identified as non-inmate. Threat negative. Warden Team Leader TM09 requesting Republic assistance. Subordinate droids have been compromised. Inmate containment endangered.
What am I even supposed to say here? This guy's kind of like creeping me out. Maybe that's why nobody was like, oh my gosh, Ricotta, because there's nobody here. That makes sense.
What kind of prison guard lets his whole team be compromised by the inmates?
Hostile inmate numbers were too high. Eshka inmates captured all subordinate droids. They have been reprogrammed to attack non-inmates with lethal force. This unit can supply emergency security spikes to override Eshka reprogramming. Inmate suppression request. Use security spikes to reclaim subordinate droids.
Sure.
I'll get your droids back. Hand over the spikes.
Acknowledged. Prepare for heavy resistance. Reprogrammed droids will be directed to engage inmates until area is pacified.
I thought he said pacified at first, and then I read it, and I was like, no, he said pacified. It just sounded weird, because he's a robot. Ooh, that is not a group quest. Wow, I totally failed at that. Could have sworn it was going to be a group quest. Usually quests like that have that kind of setup are, so that's fine. That's fine. You know, I can be wrong. I'm wrong more often than not, anyways. So might as well be in a position where I can freely admit that I'm wrong. What the heck am I even supposed to be doing here? Revert warden droids. Okay, that one. No, that's a containment droid. Sentinel, sentinel, sentinel. More sentinels. Assault. How the heck do I get to the other side of this thing? Oh, wait, is it up there? Oh, crap, it's up there, isn't it? Let's go check. I'm sure there's guys up there to revert, to change them back into warden droids. yeah, it looks like I totally did not go the right direction when I went down there. That's fine. Once again, I'll freely admit I'm usually pretty wrong about things. But then again, who isn't? Nobody's ever really gonna be right all the time, so can't really blame it. Though I'm not covering it up, and you know, I really am wrong a lot of the time. Come on, guy. Like, for instance, I, personally, quite liked Dragon Age 2, but apparently the rest of the world didn't. So much hatred for that game. Oh my gosh, I don't understand it. Dragon Age 2 is a great game. Well, I mean, it was good. I understand the complaints people had about it, but at the same time, I think they were just being a little nitpicky. Because, I mean, it was Dragon Age. I don't know. I guess I can't explain. Maybe I just had fun with it. That's what it is. It's not that it was good or bad. It's just I enjoyed the time I played with it. So I felt like my purchase was justified. I didn't have to complain on the forums about the game being bad, because I was like, did I have fun? Yeah, awesome, sweet. I do that a lot though. I typically won't be like, oh my gosh, worst game ever. There are a few games where I'm like, why was this ever made? For the most part, I can pick out the good in the games and be like, that made it enjoyable for me. Maybe I'm just less cynical and pessimistic than everybody else. I just typically have more fun. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe I like having fun. Yeah, that's what we do when we video game, right? We have fun. I mean, I could be wrong, like I said earlier. I mean, I could be wrong about things, but I'm pretty sure we do this to have fun. So these people need to have fun rather than criticize. Gosh. I'm just going off on a rant here, because I have nothing better to talk about while I kill these Eshka. My character needs to get, like, tried for war crimes. Mass genociding this, if that's even a verb, this set of Eshka. I've killed so many. I think I've killed over 300 on the planet, I think. I'm trying to do the math in my head real quick. No, it was way less than that. It was probably like 150. Of just bonus quests, just alone. Just like the bonus to, you know, go and kill a ton of Eshka. I'm pretty sure it's been about 150.
Me bagadres pastiatan elbines for costinti.
Hello. Unauthorized access to this control room is forbidden. Please wait calmly until security personnel arrive.
But I don't want to.
Priority interrupt. Disregard previous warning. Please inform the chief engineer that the stasis field generators have sustained damage. Critical power loss is imminent.
You always this cheerful when stuff blows up?
Prison experiments show that inferior species are most manageable when addressed in a pleasant manner. Power levels are now near failure. Stasis failure will cause affected vaults to open. Projection. Catastrophic release of Eshka population and critical levels of planet-wide violence. To avoid Eshka release, all emergency power relays must be manually engaged at vault conduit junctions.
I can throw a few switches. Piece of cake.
Your cooperation is appreciated. Please note, updated security scans indicate the damage was caused by Eshka saboteurs. Suspected saboteurs are advancing towards several emergency relays. Anticipate combat scenarios.
Okay. Not a group quest? Sweet. Let's do it. And during that, I think I was thinking why take that approach to video games, like why I'm not always super highly critical or anything like that. I think it's just because I'm a more positive person. I actually had a couple of my friends compare me to, it's going to sound weird, but compare my personality to Day 9 or Sean Plott, or whatever you want to call him. He's a StarCraft caster. He used to be a professional StarCraft player, but he's now a caster, and he does a lot of analysis of games and stuff, which is really cool. It's good for that community, and he does a lot of good, but he's a very positive person. He's in many ways, I'm a lot like him. And the fact that I get upset. I mean, everybody gets upset. Everybody gets, everybody has emotions and feelings and all that stuff, but I'm just less prone to getting butthurt over everything, I guess. You know, life's too short to be thinking that. Like, there's so many people, and this is now a Star Wars rant. This has actually gotten back on topic. This is how good I am. That's not true. So, ooh, what the heck? Well, I could sell it. I don't want to give it to Corso because I don't use them. Let's sell it. Okay.
Power
Anyways,
levels are nearing failure.
what was I saying?
Prisoner release is imminent.
Yeah, a lot of people took the whole Star Wars thing and were like, it's failure of a game. It's not failure of a game. It's done really well. They needed 500,000 subscribers to break even and do really well with the game. They have over 1 million. That's great. They've done really well. The game is really good. People went into this expecting the savior of MMOs, and they just went in with their expectations too high. It's the same thing that's going to happen when they go into Guild Wars and get completely disappointed. Why do I know this? Because I've played Guild Wars, and it's not as good as it comes out to be. Oh, jeez. So, when people talk about Star Wars and like, oh, it's bad, it's like, have you played it? Well, yes. Really? Have you really played it? No. Okay, well, that's my thought. You know, you're just repeating what everybody else is saying about it, and they don't know what they're talking about, because they probably have only played WoW. I hate to call those people out, but if that's the only MMO you've played and you're comparing Star Wars to WoW, they have similarities, but they weren't trying to go for the same thing there. Just a little pro tip. They were trying to go with a Star Wars MMO, and they've done a really good job. The game is well built, and it had a few bug hiccups at launch, but what game doesn't? It's been the smoothest launch of any game ever. So this game is super smooth, and I really appreciate it. It's a good game, and I think that's a good example of where I take the high road there. I don't really complain too much about things, but maybe that makes me a good commentator. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's going to be my thing on YouTube. Maybe it isn't. I know a certain person who is aptly named being very cynical.
Emergency power is nearing required levels.
And he's made a...
Final relay will
Would you stop talking?
Emergency power.
And he's made a career off of being cynical, and that's fine. And I'm not going to point him out because he's awesome. Trust me, I watch all his YouTube videos. But I'm not that guy, so I don't know. If you come here expecting a very cynical person, you're not going to get one. Pretty positive about everything. Even if I could encourage one person, just one person, through every video, just make them happier. You know, that's my thing. Am I making people happy? Am I giving you guys enjoyable content? I know I've been ranting at the end of the past 2 videos, but you know what? I've got nothing better to talk about while I kill these guys, I swear. I'm trying to come up with interesting things to say, and this is what comes out. Non-interesting, probably wrong, but it's okay. It's okay. It's my lot in life to be chronically wrong about things. It's okay, I understand. Click, click, thank you. Okay, now that these are done, return. Whoop, that, oh gosh. Why? I fell for this trick 3 times in a row. What the heck? What is wrong with me? Why did I think this wasn't gonna happen again? There you go, die, okay. Good job, Gus. Let's kick him in the nuts. Awesome. Now we shall go off over in this direction, hopefully, and not pull anything, because I just want to get back to the quest giver without aggroing the world. So, wall walk here, like a boss. The things you learn while playing this game, you learn all the different shortcuts of how not to. There we go. How not to pull things, except when they respawn on you, like so. Then I have no choice. He's dead. You dead. You're gonna die too. Just give up. Just surrender. People should be like, oh geez, Rafiki's coming. Zen's coming on his smuggler. We better all watch out. We are doomed. That's how it goes in my head. I'm sure that they're like, look at this pitiful guy with a crummy beard. My beard is beautiful. Don't you judge my beard and my fishy friend. that ability because I can. We'll pop this ability to kill these guys quicker. Come on. Oh, why is... Oh, cannot see target. Got it. I can't see his head over the little lip there. That, you know, makes total sense. Okay. Loot these guys, and finally, turn in this quest. Awesome sauce. Wow, I've gained a lot of experience this video. Holy cow.
Emergency power is engaged with stasis fields at full strength. Probability of prisoner release is approaching 0. Please note, emergency power is temporary. The chief engineer must institute a permanent solution before emergency power expires. Projected expiration, approximately 296 years. Emergency defense supplies are being provided just in case. Thank you.
Sweet. Okay, so like that. Now, where do I need to go? Map. Okay, well, I guess we'll return to him, and I'll just skip the travel time, and we'll be right back.